Haven't been doing very much else. Alrighty, ready for this?
Let's do it.
All right. Well, welcome to the Manny Project, Colleen. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my basement. It has been a very, very long time since I've seen you. So again, welcome to my house. Long time. I haven't seen you in how long? Maybe since the last time you left National, or did I leave? Did I leave?
You left before I left, so that's probably like I think it might have been like 3 years now.
Might have been close to 3 years. Yeah,
2 or 3 years. Yeah,
might have been close.
Yeah.
So welcome. The reason why I brought you here is obviously because I know there's a lot of things that you do in your life that obviously applies to what we're going to try to talk about. But for people that don't know who Colleen is, tell us a bit about yourself. Tell us about some of your interests, things that you like, things that you don't like, just anything about yourself.
Sure. I work in pharma.
Cool.
So I work for a pharmaceutical company. I'm a portfolio management forecaster. I play pretty high level soccer.
Oh shit, she found you.
Hello.
Ella.
Hello. She's like, whose voice is that?
I know. She found you. She found you. This is what she does all the time, though. Ella. You gonna be a good girl? Good girl. Wanna come up here?
No. She's like, no.
No, she doesn't. She likes strangers.
I know. I was gonna say, she's like, I know you.
She loves strangers. And she smells like outside, so.
Okay.
Good girl.
Do you like butt taps?
She likes anything but. Ella. Can you sit down? Good girl. She's not gonna stay there though. We're gonna try to actually make her stay there, but she's not gonna stay there. And off she goes. She gets pretty aggressive when she wants to play, so
Okay.
I'm gonna keep her away from playing.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry. Pharma.
Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, so yeah, I work in pharma. I have a degree in kin, a master's in business. What else do I do? Play soccer, go to the gym a lot. I started working out probably in like 2014, and then till now, yeah, that's pretty much it about me. Gym, soccer, work.
So you've obviously been playing soccer for a very long time.
Yeah, I started playing when I was like 6. Yeah.
Did your parents just kind of throw you into it, you think, or you think you picked it up yourself?
So like my sister started playing, like my older sister, sorry, was like always playing, and then I guess I saw her and they're like, "Do you want to play too?" And I'm like 6 years old, so I'm like, "Yeah."
Did you start off like Timbit soccer, like the typical?
Yeah, like Richmond Hill Soccer Club, like house league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And then obviously you started going to the gym more recently, so
Yeah.
as of 2014, you said that's kind of when it maybe took your soccer to a different level, I guess, maybe? Or what do you think what made you interested in the gym?
Well, honestly, I hated the gym. I'll be completely honest. I thought it was like, the stupidest concept. It reminds me of like hamsters in like a cage, like on the
On the wheel?
Yeah.
Just
like,
going over and over and over
yeah,
again?
that was my concept at the time of the gym.
Yeah.
And like, when you go to like varsity soccer university, they make you go to the gym, and I would literally skip lifts and stuff like that, and like I would get in trouble for it. And I had this one trainer that would make us do suicides if we didn't like do our lift. So like we were at practice like running suicides, and then it came to the point where I was like the only one on my team doing suicides, and I'm like, I look like a clown right now. So I started going.
The only
to the
one
gym.
doing punishment.
Yeah, I'm like, I look like an idiot right now, so I'll just go to the gym. And I started going, and then when you see your first like 2% gains, you're like, oh my god. And then I just got addicted from then.
Of course. So what made you, other than the fact that you were like getting punished like day after day, I guess?
Yeah.
Was there anything else that you liked about the gym, or was it all just like, this is stupid, this is a hamster wheel, like why am I here?
Yeah, like I thought it was like a thing for like people who weren't good at sports to do. Like if you had a sport, like you're like I know like pro athletes and stuff like that like lift for their sport, but in my brain it's like it's not really gonna make you a better technical player. And for me in soccer, like I think more about technical, not like as an athletic person, like run faster, push people harder.
Okay.
Like for me, I'm more focused on like technique and stuff like that, which is ironic because most people identify me as like a athletic player rather than like a technical player.
Okay.
But that was like my thought process of it, and then it did help my game though. Like it made me stronger and faster, which overall helped my game.
Of course.
But I don't think like going to the gym is gonna make you the best player. Like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when you think of like some of the top soccer players, you don't think of like athleticism unless you're like Ronaldo. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, but those guys are like the top 1%, top
Yeah.
0.2%. Like
Yeah.
those guys don't happen all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've obviously been a gym rat yourself. I know that you are constantly at the gym all the time, like literally all the time.
Yeah.
I guess what would be the big thing that you did for soccer that you did training wise? Has there been anything specific that your trainers make you do? Like, is there something that they ask you to do specifically, or is it more of just like go get some workout in?
No, they give us like a strict like plan. Well, when I was playing varsity, they give you like a strict plan. Most of it's like hip strength and like hamstring strength, stuff like that, to like prevent injuries. It's more for preventing injuries, I find, like a lot of exercises. And then they do like a lot of explosive exercises like box jumps and stuff like that. And then you do some, the curve treadmill, I forgot what it's called, the wood.
Yeah, it's like the wood treadmill.
Yeah, so you do a lot of those because like they want to train your sprinting and stuff like that. But like for soccer, like even that, like soccer running training is more like to become the best soccer player in terms of like fitness wise or running. It's about training the recovery time between sprints, right?
Yep.
It's not really training like how long you can run, stuff like that.
Yeah. She's all up in it.
Yeah.
She loves people. Yeah, so you talk about running, and I know running is a big topic I'm going to always talk about because it's something that's kind of close to me.
Yeah.
But you talked about intervals that they used for soccer. And for soccer, obviously, you need a big gas tank. Like, it's not like it's a 15-minute sport.
Yeah.
You guys are on the field for the full 90 all the time, give or take?
Yeah. Like, most players get subbed like 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Like, but there are core players in the field that get the 90.
Yeah.
Yeah. Depends on your position, stuff like that.
So how do you find that they kind of alter the training based on like the needs? So like you yourself, do they play around with your timing on the treadmill or on that wood mill, or like what do you find that they try to do with you specifically?
I mean, for like all soccer players, kind of all the same. Again, it's like soccer is a game of like it's a game of short little games. So like you'll do a hard sprint and then you'll recover, and it's like by the time you recover, you need to be good enough again for that next sprint or the next play when the ball comes back to you. And it's not about like training like long distance or whatever. It's just about training that recovery time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And how do you find yourself recovering well from like those types of workouts? Do you do anything specific yourself, or like what do you guys try to practice,
like,
if anything?
I don't know. Like honestly, like my running right now is totally crap right now just because of COVID and all that. Like I find it so hard to train on your own when it comes to like interval running and sprinting. It's like when you're in a team environment, you're like pushing against someone else, but like when I'm by myself, like training like on a clock with like a stopwatch or whatever, it's like this is the most boring crap of my entire life. Like I hate running.
Yeah.
Have
you trained with your boyfriend, I guess?
Yeah, during like COVID, we're doing this like sprint. I don't even know what he was trying to get me to do. It was like we would do like 5K run, and like it'd be like 1 kilometer like high pace, like trying to get under like 45 seconds or something like that.
Okay.
And then you would rest until his heart rate was at like a resting point again, and then we would go again. So again, just train that recovery time between runs.
Okay.
But yeah, I honestly hated that. I was honestly like, I just can't run. I hate running.
Well, I mean, you probably run too much in the game anyway, so it's like it's not that you want to run off the field. You already do your running on the field too, right?
Yeah, like I love like I will run until my legs fall off in a game, but when it comes to like running off the field and just like on the like with music or whatever and like zoning out, I just find it so boring. Like so boring.
Of
like
course.
I'd rather just go to the gym and like lift. Like yeah.
Well, speaking of that, so I know we're kind of like jumping all over the board and we're kind of talking about gym. So do you notice that when you lift and you probably don't run, do you notice any differences in your body in soccer?
Well, yeah, like you have to have that cardio aspect
Yeah.
to play soccer, like definitely. But I would sometimes like even if I lift too much and I try and play, like sometimes my muscles get sore. Like I have like that fine line of balance now of like how much to lift if I know I have like practice or a game coming up, because like I have to like manage the soreness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to overexert myself. Like even like last summer, like I was going hard in the gym, like in the preseason coming up for my season, and then I just didn't balance it properly. So like we were training like almost every day, and I was lifting still, and then like the first game, like 60 minutes in, my hamstring like exploded on the field, like it like popped on the field. Yeah. It's just because I wasn't recovering it. You know what I mean? And I felt it getting strained, and I was like, oh, let's play through it. And then I didn't even like I literally pivoted, and then I just like jerked it, and I felt my hamstring go, and I was like. You know what? I kind of knew it was gonna happen. So
yeah.
But yeah.
Did you hear the pop, or like what was it like?
I felt the pop. It wasn't too bad. I was only out for like 2-3 weeks. Okay. Probably took like 4, but like I pushed it. But it is what it is.
And honestly, the benefit of being young is obviously you can injure yourself and you can be back on the field like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like it's not something you have to probably worry about. If you thought about it as 4 weeks, it's probably not 4 weeks. It's more like 3 because you're so active.
Yeah, and like it was definitely a lesson learned. It's like now I'm like way more conscientious. Like I can like. You can like feel your body after a while. You're just like you can feel the warning signs coming, so you know to like chill out a bit or like recover a bit.
Yeah. What was a big warning sign? Just the straining of the hamstring.
The tightness. It gets real tight, and like as I'm getting older, man, I'm feeling it more. Like it starts to get like after like some practices or games, I'm like, holy, like it's like a new pain point for me, I guess.
It's funny you say when you get older. So do you notice that there's been like a change in your body as like the years have come on? Like what's the big change that you notice as you get older, let's call it? Because I know you're not old.
Yeah, like the snapback is nice quick. Like when I was like like 20 to like 23, I could eat like crap, drink like crap, and then like work out a few days and I'm back. And then now it's like, no, it's gonna take a few weeks. Like it's not as quick.
It's not as quick. Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking, I know I'm not supposed to ask this question. How old are you again?
26. Yeah, I don't care.
I'm not supposed to ask a question, I know. But so you obviously played varsity level soccer.
Yeah.
And I don't know anything about the soccer world, so you might have to educate me on this. What is the level of soccer that you're playing right now, and like how is that relative to like post school soccer? Like,
okay, so I play League One Ontario, which is like, I don't even know how we're supposed to categorize ourselves. Okay, so it's like we have varsity players who play with us. We have people who played pro and came back who play with us, and like people who just never played pro but finished like school like I did. So like my category play there. So it's kind of like the top tier for women in Ontario.
Okay.
And the next level would be to go pro or NCAA, but a lot of players do go pro after.
Okay.
And it's just like that middle ground between
pro, casual, and
exactly. Because like realistically, like women's soccer, like there's not much money in it, but a lot of people still want to play at that high level and have a career, so it kind of like facilitates that. So it's just a category of like high performance soccer.
Okay.
For women, yeah.
Is there a lot of teams, a lot of interest? Like how many women are out on the field? Like what's it like?
So it's like I don't even know how many teams we have. I think we have like 12 or 14 now, but it's like you train a pool, so you have like women, the age cap can go whatever. Like there's girls who are like 35 in my league, or like 16 in my league. I think the cutoff now is 16. So like you train as a pool. So like depending on your club, like my club for example, we train with like 04s all the way up.
Okay.
So like we all train together. So that could be like 40 players on the field at a time.
Got it.
And then you get like split up into little groups and you train together and stuff like that. But when it comes to like game day, it's like only 18 people are going to make that roster. So like the top of that group make that roster and like actually play in the games.
And then what do you do with like the other 22 that like would join the practice? Or
there's other leagues they play in. So like we train as a pool because it's like technically considered like high performance. And then you have like girls who are like, you have